Do you want to trade your way to financial freedom? I've been asked by a lot of people over the years about what I do and how I do what I do, and importantly, for what purpose? Well, the answer is simple. I enjoy investing and trading, and I do so because my why is to create financial freedom for my family and myself. And as it happens, I've also helped inspire others to do the same, which actually gives me great joy knowing that I've been able to help change someone's life for the better. People forget that financial freedom has multiple byproducts. They are time freedom, location freedom, and life experiences freedom. Financial freedom allows you to have time for your family, to do what you love, which may be really just to do simple things in life, like taking your children to school without rushing back to work, or simply enjoying a stroll in the park. When I say location freedom, I mean being able to be located anywhere in the world, whether it be to live or to travel, and still be able to pursue investing and trading as long as you're able to connect online to execute your trade orders. And the one thing that I'm most passionate about is the ability to have experiences freedom, which simply means that I get to experience activities like taking a helicopter flight over the Niagara Falls or over ice-capped mountains of New Zealand, hiking through the Alaskan wilderness, kayaking with humpback whales, chasing manta rays in Fiji, or whitewater rafting the rapids in Bali. I get to live life fully is what I'm really trying to say. People associate financial freedom in multiple ways. Even for myself, I remember chasing financial freedom, and my definition was to have $1 million in my bank account. I really wanted to be a millionaire. I mean, who doesn't, right? But really, what does having $1 million actually mean? I really don't think that you want 1 million pieces of paper with deceased famous presidents and other people on them, right? What you really want is what this $1 million can do for you and your family. In other words, you hope it gives you that financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, and experiences freedom that I just spoke about. And for those who don't know my story, I came from a very humble background. I was one of those that you'll classify as a refugee child who just escaped from the Vietnam War by a wooden boat with his parents, seeking a new world with nothing but the clothes on our backs. So from a very young age, seeking financial freedom seemed to have been ingrained into me because I saw what it was like to not have any money, and then also seeing my parents working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. So from a very young age, I had this desire to become independently financially free. For you, it may be very different. I'm hoping you didn't suffer the same type of early upbringing, as it really wasn't that fun. However, I wouldn't change it for the world. Not that I can, but because it really formed who I am today. Enough about me. So what is your why to become financially free through trading and investing? I believe that if you don't find your big enough why, your chances of financial freedom and long-term success is diminished because you'll either treat it as a hobby, or when the going gets tough and you make some losses, you'll quit simply because you've suffered not just a financial loss, but an emotional loss. So for those traders or investors that succeed long-term, their why enables them to get through these tough times and to keep on going. This was my experience. I struggled for the first 2 years. My account not only went nowhere, but it went into the red of about minus $80,000, which meant that I had to remortgage my house much further to pursue this crazy dream. That was a lot of money, but I loved the game so much, and I knew that there just had to be a way because I've heard of others that had done it, so I just kept on going. And don't get me wrong, I had my doubts, but my why was so big to overcome this temporary defeat. Luckily though, after those 2 years of experiences the consistent losses, but learning valuable lessons on the way, things did actually turn around over the next 5 years, and I achieved that financial freedom that I sought. Financial freedom is really not just becoming a millionaire, accumulating all the toys and the luxurious goods that you can get your hands on, but to simply gain enough passive income through the investments to cover your expenses in life. Not only does this way of viewing financial freedom seem to be very achievable, it also relieves your pressure that you place on yourself because you can now strive for this simple goal when you first begin, not some distant multi-millionaire dream. And once this is achieved, everything else really becomes a byproduct of now enjoying your work. Financial freedom is also much easier if you live simply and have low expenses. I mean, I live very simply, but I do love my travel, as I have a dream of setting foot on over 100 different countries to experience that natural beauty of wildlife, the history that this world offers, and really experience the joy of living through my travels with family and friends that I love. I have been lucky enough to have set foot on over 40 countries to date. And the funny thing is that once you feel this financial freedom, your investing and trading actually improves dramatically, because you not only feel free and abundant, but you can now focus not on just the money, but on the process. And in fact, most long-term successful investors and traders, including professional hedge fund managers, focus not on money and the returns, but on their daily processes. And the money and the returns become the byproduct which naturally occurs. I hope that over time, investing and trading becomes your path to the financial freedom that you seek. It has for me. For the naysayers who say it can't be done, I am living proof that it can be, even from a very humble background and a very bad start. So begin slowly and safely. There really is no rush. Investing and trading yourself to financial freedom is really a game where this time the tortoise can and does win the race. Hey guys, it's Terry. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, you can do two things right now to continue your journey. Firstly, you can subscribe right here to my channel, which will allow you to receive my videos on a fortnightly basis to help you in your investing and trading journey. And secondly, you can go to my website and get my Fast Start 10-step stock checklist and video lessons for free by simply clicking on the link right here. So if you'd like to do that, just click on any of the buttons that you see here. I really look forward to seeing you on the next video and showing you even more tips and tricks to achieving consistent investing and trading results.